okay to be doing something just because everybody else is doing it. And God is not there. Remember, we talked about the first pattern. He said that you got to follow the ark of God. You got to follow the presence of God. And I don't want you to get so close to God's presence that you can tell God what He's doing. Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday. I pray that your Monday have gotten off to an amazing start. Mine have been super duper busy, but it has been an amazing day. It has been a great day. Thank you for joining. I see several of you had already began to invite people into this space. And thank you. I want to thank you for your continuous support as I continue to be obedient to God in this season. Obedience comes with the price, but disobedience comes with a bigger price. So I would rather reap the rewards of being obedient with the price tag, and because I'd rather not get the price tag of being disobedient. It can be a challenging. I see Greg Cooper is on here. He can definitely attest to the fact that being obedient can be a challenge because it costs you some time. It costs you some sacrifices that you have to make. There's a few things that you have to disconnect from. And it's not about our start. It's really about our finish. Because what I've discovered, we are great at starting something, but we're stopped in the middle, or as we can say, we'll stop on a dime. All right, we'll stop on a dime. That means we'll throw our hands up and listen. This has been a challenge. It has been a challenge to walk in this space, but I'm thankful for your push and your tug, the comments that come afterwards, the text messages that I receive, just thanking me for whatever is being released. It is priceless, and so I really want to thank you. I wanted to slow it down tonight intentionally. And I want to take a moment just before I dive in. I am being so intentional. I'm getting better. Cam might not say the same, but I'm getting better with time. Making sure that I stay within the time frame. What I've discovered is there's a certain attention span that we have, and when that's gone, then we normally disconnect. And I want to make sure that if you're in this space, you are not disconnected. More importantly, I want to make sure, especially in this season, I want to make sure that you are not just in this space on Monday, but I want to make sure that this space is helping you Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It is giving you the momentum. It's enlarging your faith. It's stretching you out of a norm and challenging you in a broader way. I believe many of us have become comfortable and complacent in most of our lives. So, hey, I want you to take a minute for me and just drop something in the chat. I'm being intentional tonight. I want you to drop something in the chat. We started this on 12:30. On 12:30, we started this Monday Manna, and we've been pretty consistent with it. If you just drop something in the chat that, how has it been a blessing to you? And I'm kind of taking a moment. Thank you, Cam, for your support. I see all of the Camites is the Camites. Well, maybe not the Camites. Let's say the Cam lights. Yeah, let's say the Cam lights is on. Thank you for your support. I want you to take a moment and just I'm intentional tonight. I want you to just drop something in the chat that how this has been a blessing to you. How's it been a blessing to you? And I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for the engagement. How has it been a blessing to you? It's one thing just to be in a space, but how has it challenged you? How has it stretched you? I think we are in a time where there is a lot of information. There's a lot of information, a lot of download. But when you think about the download, I see you, Evangelist, has been transformative and enlightening. Thank you for the sacrifice. We get a lot of information, a lot of download, but not a lot of revelation. And if you're catching something that goes from information to revelation, you ought to jot it down and let that become a part of the path of what you do for the week, for the course of the week. That's how we start in the marketplace. I talk about building rhythm and routine that gives foundational structure. All right, come here. I'm already feeling myself. In the marketplace where I lead, I say to my leaders that we have to build rhythm and routine that gives foundational structure. All right. And that foundational, it becomes a part of your leadership. It becomes a part of your footprint. So if you've been joining, there should be something, not interrupting your Monday just to be, but it should be something. It has been, Angela said it's been very informative for her. All right. Lisa said, even when there's a problem, she stand on the promise. All right. Because we are going to be challenged. I've learned God promises is way bigger than the problem. Watisha, also not to just move being busy, doing nothing, but being intentional with the purpose. Oh, I love it. Being intentional with the purpose. Busyness don't mean effectiveness. All right. And sometimes business can challenge. It's coming too fast for me. Sarah said it has been challenging to me, really reflected on myself internally. That's what it's about. Especially with the ice. Oh yeah. That we're covering now. Fear being the biggest one. I think that's the big one for us all. And I still don't think that we've really broken that. Either through what we hear or either through what we face from day to day. And man, there's a reason. Let's lean in. There's a reason for us to fear. There's a reason for us to walk in fear with everything that's going on around us. But listen, it can be going on around me, but I can't let it happen in me. All right. I can't let it happen in me. I love it. Yeah, I love it. A few more. Shante said it has pushed her to sit still, be patient, and allow the word of God, allowing the word to reflect in her life. Therefore, it allows me to share with others about the goodness of God. I think what's more importantly is that we become the Bible that other folks would never read. Our lives we should be good with our lives being on display every day. Every day, we should be good with our lives being on display. And I believe that God designed for us to be in the marketplace because that's the biggest platform we have. Oh my God, that's the biggest platform we have. And a lot of times that's where we're challenged at the most. And truth is, that's what we fail at the most, is in the marketplace. That's I need a pulpit to preach in. Where you work at? Where you work at? Before you mount somebody else's pulpit within the walls, you got walls that are without boundaries. And my concern is how you're doing in that space. Yeah, how are you doing in that space? Yeah, how you doing in there? It set the tone for the week. I like it, Greg, and it gives me a sense of purpose. We've been teaching in Bible study that we have a talent, we have a calling, and then we have our gifts. Our talent is what we was naturally born with, and then we have our callings, and then our gifts. Our gifts become our purpose. It's what God is called us to do. So I love it. It gives us a sense of purpose. Oh, my daughter's on here tonight. Shania said this has been a blessing for me because it's challenged me to self-reflect. And here it is. You done heard this one. It challenged me to fix my face. It challenged me to fix my face. I like it. Don't never. Me and my son was together today, and I told him I went through an experience as I was dealing with some business. As I was dealing with some business, I went through a moment with the dealer, and one of the things I said to him, I always control the space that I'm in. I always control the space that I'm in. All right. You can either be a thermostat or you can be a thermometer. All right. In the thermostat, you get to set the temp. All right. So that internal reflection, I like it, Shania, allows me to set the temp. All right. I'm not controlled. I don't allow the environment to control me. One or two more. Because it got to start with us. Ain't nothing going to happen through us that's not happening to us. And I think a lot of times we rush to get it through us, but I think there needs to be some settle-in moments. Oh my God. There needs to be some settle-in moments where I am intentionally internalizing. Yeah. I'm intentionally internalizing what the spiritual download. All right. I'm intentional about it. All right. I don't just take notes just to be taking notes. I take notes because I need to write this on the tables of my heart. All right. I believe that's the only way that we're going to really see major change that is going to happen in us, that it will happen through us, that it becomes the evidence, or I become the evidence that where I am, the Bible is present. Oh my God. Oh God. The Bible is present. All right. Yeah. My sister's on. Lady P said, I'm learning. Let me see what she's saying. Hallelujah. I'm learning to not allow fear to dictate my outcome and to go from movement to progress by stepping out of the comfort zone. That's a big one, y'all. That's a big one. You remember I talk about it? Movement. Watch this. Even in the marketplace. So if you're leading in the marketplace, I want you to catch this nugget real quick. Movement means that you are making it happen. That's movement. That's movement. So I lead a team, and constantly I got to call them. I got to nudge them. I got to make them do it. But when I set strategies in place, it goes from movement to progress. Now they do it without me having to tell them it needs to be done. It becomes the routine and the rhythm to build the foundational structure. Now we can elevate the business. We can elevate and so when we allow fear to dictate the outcome, we've already failed. And remember, fear was the foundation. It's the foundation. And if we don't rid ourselves of fear, it will consistently and continually, and I just heard him say, some of us still got it. That was the first one we evicted. If we don't rid ourselves from it, it starts to dictate what the outcome of matters are going to be. All right. So you got it. This space is not for everybody. While I want you to invite them, I need you to understand. This time is to prepare us. I know we just got out of church, and I hope you had some amazing services yesterday and felt the encounter of the presence of God. But these Mondays are designed to kind of give us a little bit more nudge. All right. and nudge us to the next space. So tonight, I want to deal with, we've dealt with the spirit of fear. All right. And I think we're gonna put it on the screen that I want you to see the progression of these nations. And what we discovered, that these nations are spirits. All right. These nations are spirits. And these spirits have become, these nations have become cultures and patterns. And I tell people, when you see something on the screen, screenshot it. Don't try to write it. All right, screenshot it so you can catch it. So these 7 nations in Deuteronomy chapter 7, they are strongholds. And you can see the progression of it. And I want to run through it because we're about to come to the end. This is the second to the last Monday. And as we prepare to exit out of March, there's some things we declared that we are going to possess. I need to get it. And what I heard God say is, if the rest of this year is going to be sweatless, listen to this, if it's going to be sweatless for me, I got to deal with these 7 nations. Now, I didn't say we're going to be no challenges. I didn't say that I wasn't going to be facing some things, but it's going to be sweatless for me. In the book of Leviticus, I think it is, he said that we should not put anything upon us that calls us to sweat. All right. We should not put anything on us that causes us to sweat. So our lives should be sweatless. Doesn't mean that things is not happening, but it may be happening around me, but it's not happening in me. In other words, I'm not allowing this thing to grip me. All right. And so it becomes sweatless. Here's why it becomes sweatless, Lisa, because I already know that I win. Oh my God. I already know that I am victorious. All right. It's just a matter of me walking through the process. And listen, this is not the first time you've been where you are or dealt with what you are dealing with. It's not the first time. By this time, you ought to be a pro at it. Look at that word pro. There ought to be some movement. You should still be moving forward. All right? Because it's not the first time. Matter of fact, you ought to become the testimony for others. And we overcome, and they overcame by the words of their testimony. And whether I speak it, my life, or to echo it, to say, I am the testimony. So these nations are cultures, they're patterns, they're generational strongholds. They became our way of thinking. And those are the things that we got to break. I'm going to show you something tonight. Don't look like I'm going to get to my notes. I'm going to show you something tonight. Oh, God, I may just jump all over this. Okay. Oh, calm down, Philip. All right. All right. So we dealt with fear. It's the Hittite. We dealt with isolation. Come out of hiding. Remember last week? Come out of hiding. I'm the only one. Elijah found himself in a cave just based on the words of Jezebel. All right. And Jezebel is neither a woman or a man. It's a spirit. And that's why the Bible said you got to try the spirit by the spirit. You should know, because you move in the vein, or the Holy Spirit is our guidance. Matter of fact, the Bible says it brings all things back to our remembrance, and it leads us into truth. Oh my God, Lisa, calm down, Bishop. It leads us into truth. So if it lead me into truth, I should never find myself in a place of error. Oh, how did I get here? Because I led myself here. How did I get here? I did not follow the guidance. So he found himself in hiding, and then he said, I'm the only one. I'm the only one. And he told, then the Lord came and said to him, the prophet, why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you still where you are? Why is there no movement in your life? Why is there constantly digressing instead of progressing? Oh, Let that sink in for a minute. Like why? We consistently, and then we blame God for, or we either blame God or the devil for where we are. Those the two who get the biggest blame, and the devil get all the blame. Like we give the devil all the blame, and we take no blame for ourselves. It's never me. It's always either God or the devil. All right, always. All right. Tonight we want to deal with pride and compromise. And I wanted you to get a snippet of this so you can kind of see the spirits that we've got to conquer, these systems that we've got to break. And so tonight, when you go, so we're going to evict pride. I thought we were just going to evict, that was my thinking. I thought we were just going to evict fear. That's the first one we're going to evict, and the rest of them were just going to leave. I forgot. You got to kick all of them out. All right. Every single one of them have got to be, you got to rid yourself of every single one of them. All right. All right. So we are evicting pride and compromise. All right. So we can possess. There are some things. I know the plans and the thoughts that I have towards you, not to do you any harm, but to bring you to an expected end. It is God's will. It is his good pleasure. It is his good pleasure to give me. Many of you know me. Many of you might know of me. But I have a grandson named Bryson. And Bryson has a string. Bryson has a string. And Bryson kind of know that as long as his papa is around, anything goes. All right. Anything goes. Not only do anything go, he already know that he has or he can get what he wants. Why? Because his papa is present. All right. So he faced some problems with his mama and his papa was present. He faced some problems with his grandmama and his papa was present. And he was not moved by the problem because his papa was present. Oh, you better talk in here, Bishop. Now, let me have that moment. Let me have that moment. Now, his mama and his grandmama may be saying something completely different. But Bryson have caught hold to revelation that as long as my papa is present, whatever the promise is, it's going to manifest, even if the problem is present, he already know. All right. And he found a way. He's found a way to make sure he gets what he wants when he wants it. Okay. Now we'll deal with the flip side of that later. He gets what he wants when he wants it. And as long as his papa is around, and I was told, I don't know, but I was told that if I'm not around, he uses my name. Oh my God. I was told if I'm not around, he uses my name because he know. I'm trying to make it so you can get it. He know that there is some power in Papa's name, not just the name, but he know that Papa will produce. All right. Now I ain't just present, but I'm there to produce. I'm there to produce. Okay. I'm there to produce. So yeah, I don't know how I got there. Let me see if I can wind myself back. I don't know how I got there. Maybe y'all need to have some conversation with Bryson. Maybe I need to bring him on a Monday Manna and we have some conversation. You watch the interaction. So then you wouldn't walk in a place of fear or isolation because, oh my God, I'm about to jump ahead of myself. And if I do, I do. Okay. Okay. I gotta slow down. All right. Let's deal with this. We got to rid ourselves of pride. We done got rid of fear. We done got rid of isolation. And these are things you got to consistently practice. You can't just hear the word one time and then it all. The devil is not after, he's not after your house. The devil is not after your car. The devil ain't after your job. The devil ain't even after your life. He's after the word that's over your life. You need to catch that. And what he used is he used the tangible things to distract us. He ain't after your relationship. He after the word over your life that said, I was going to bless you with a mate that you was going to live happily ever after. That's what he after. He ain't after your money. He's after the word that was put over your life that I'm going to give you increase. That's what he's after. And so when you don't have it, you become an easy access for him because he knows there's nothing inside of you. Okay. And then God said, and he said in his word, I watch over my word to perform it. Okay, so watch this. Watch this. This ain't even in the notes. So the devil is after the word that's over your life. But God said that he placed his word inside of you. Okay, watch this. Watch this. It's making sense to me. It's making sense to me, Lady P. So there's a word over my life, and the devil ain't after my stuff. He's after the word over my life. But I'm a word. I'm a word spoken, ta-ta. I'm a word spoken out of the mouth of God. Ha. So that means the devil is always going to be after me because I'm a word spoken into existence. Calm down, Phillips. I'm a word spoken into existence. So we should not be surprised at the tactics of the devil. Because I thought he was after my car. I thought he was after my relationship. I thought he was after my money. I thought he was after my job. I thought he was after my children. No, he's after the word that's over your life. Not only the word that's over your life, but your word spoken. Somebody put it in the chat for me and tell me I'm a word spoken into existence. I'm a word God spitted me out of his mouth. Hato Shabbat. Oh my God. He spoke me into existence. Oh my God. Oh my God. I better quit. He spoke me into existence. Lisa, catch this. Angela, Evangelist Burnett, catch this. He spoke me into existence. So the devil is after my existence. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, if I wasn't a member of a church, I would go join my church. You just missed what I said. Somebody, you should have caught all of that. You should have caught all of that. We can end the live right there. You should have caught all of that. You should have every bit of it. It shouldn't go, I'm a word spoken into it. There you go, Shania. I'm a word spoken into existence. And so the devil is after my existence because he's after the word. This ain't it. Because he's after the word that's spoken over my life. Oh God, I can't go no. He's after the word that's spoken over my life, but he didn't know I was the word spoken to life. Ooh, Jesus. Ooh, I'm a living. I'm the word in motion. I'm the word in progress. Oh God, I'm about to jump somewhere. All right. I almost want to just like, I'm stuck there because maybe that's what you need tonight. Like it's you I'm about ready to go to the next part of this and bring this to an end and just all right. So okay. All right. Yeah, evangelist, that part. Yeah, okay. I see you, evangelist. I'm a living epistle. All right. I'm living so other folks can read me. Oh, I'm living so other folks can read me. That's probably half the problem with the world not wanting to be a part of the church, because the church is not in a building. The church is moving every day. And how you're moving is telling folks, well, I'd rather not be a part of that. They always talking about problems. They always talking about what they're going through. They always got an attitude. They the meanest folks to deal with. I'm talking about constantly. They got a word for everybody, giving folks a piece of their mind. They don't even have a mind of God. They just talking. They got diarrhea of the mouth and constipation of the brain. Did you hear what I said? They got diarrhea of the mouth and constipation of the brain. They don't have no filter whatsoever. And you become a bad witness, an ineffective witness. And so folks would rather not be a part of it because we're not a living word in motion. And when they read me, they get false. They get a false read. They get a false read. They get a false read. It's a false read. It's a false read. I had a situation with my car, and I took it in. The light came on, and there was something, and they told me how to reset it, and so I called myself reset it, and I went back and as like, this ain't working, and they said, it's a false read. Yeah, it's a false read. Yeah, but their false read was a wrong read. Because eventually there's something that happened to the car that cost me some money. Okay, all right. It determined the system you connected to. Oh, God, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. It determined the system you connected to. Is this blessing somebody? Is it blessing you? Okay, all right, all right. Your word. I can't go no farther, Pam, because I need you to know your word. I'm about to jump somewhere. Your word, and the devil is trying to make you non-existent, because he's after the word that's over your life. All right. But he forgot you was a word spit out of the mouth of God. So here's the real truth. He don't stand a chance if I really know who I am. Okay. All right. I had to get here. I didn't get here till I get here, but I think I'm here so I can help you get here faster. How about that? You can't keep going through the same situation, coming out with the same results. There's something greater. And if God can get you to understand that, you will get to the greater sooner. Somebody say greater later. No, greater now, because I'm learning who I am. All right. All right. I'm already over my time. All right. So here it is. Let's evict this spirit of pride. All right. Somebody put in there, crush the heights. Crush the heights. Somebody put it in there for me. Crush the heights. Crush the heights. I hope you're taking notes. Crush the heights. That's pride. We got to deal with pride. We got to rid ourselves of that. What is pride? Pride comes, it means arrogance. It means self-exaltation and elevation. It's the spirit that elevates one's own will. That's what happened to Satan. I will exalt myself. All right. He was kind of creating the worship. And that's why you got to be careful when folks create something, because they make it about them. All right. They make it about them. I did. I can. Okay. Eventually we will see that it was about you and not about God. All right. They elevate one's own will and thoughts above God's will, positioning themselves as better. You don't know nobody like that, do you? Superior. And here's the biggest problem with them. They're beyond correction. Okay, come here. Come here. Come here. The spirit of pride is arrogant. All right? It's self-exaltation. I'm going to set myself in a position. I want folks to see me. As long as they see you, listen, you can't never stop folks from talking. They're going to talk as long as they got a mouth. They're going to talk. You can't be bothered by what folks are saying. That can't be bothered. If that is bothering you, then you don't know you a word spoken. And God spoke all of us, watch this, with a different uniqueness. Shabbat. He spoke all of us with a different uniqueness. And because I don't fit this one, doesn't mean that I don't have a fit. I fit the purpose that God has placed me here for. All right. It becomes self-exaltation, elevation. All right. It seeks one's own will and thoughts, positioning itself as better, superior, beyond correction. All right. That's the spirit of pride. And maybe somewhere in your life, like you've self-exalted yourself. Right? The Bible said, he that exalt himself shall be abased. Like they used to tell me in the old church, it's better to be asked up than to be asked down. Now here, you can't exalt yourself if everything is about you. You ever had a conversation with somebody and I don't care what you talk about. I don't care what you talk about. They done it. They done it. They got something to say about it consistently. What they're trying to do is dominate the space because they want to be seen. It's about them. All right. So they are self-exalting themselves, elevating themselves. But here's the problem. They don't want to be corrected. They don't want to be corrected. They don't want to be corrected. If you want to find out if folks is genuinely walking with God, correct them. And they quit saying, if I'm doing anything wrong, I want to know what I'm doing wrong. Well, why you got in your feelings when somebody told you it was wrong? Or you hear, you can't know, I'm a man just like I am. They're a woman just like I am. And is, but God has placed them in a higher position. Now it's amazing. Take that same attitude to your house with your children. Take that same attitude to your house with your children and see, yeah. And they look at you and tell you, you're a woman just like I am. You may be older than me, but you're a woman. Let's see how that's gonna go for you. You're gonna sit down and just say, okay, no. It's gonna be some consequences and repercussion that's gonna happen. But because we self-exalting ourselves, we can't be corrected, and we don't want to be corrected. Come here. Let me bring you into a space with me. Come here. Lean in on this conversation. This is a private moment. This is a Bishop and Lady P moment. Come here. Lean in on this. I told Lady P early, you can't correct one of these children until you correct yourself. Now, 5 of y'all, 20 of y'all probably disagree with me. Okay, all right. Because correction ain't what we do. Correction is who we become. Oh, my God. Okay, I'm going to say it this way, Cooper. This for you, Cooper, so you can use this on somebody. You can't correct what you condone. Okay. Oh, okay. You missing it. All right. You can't correct what you condone. Yeah, can't correct what you condone. Okay. So the correction have to start with me. Until I can be corrected, I don't even need to go no further right here. I don't even need to go no further. Because the most time folks that can't be corrected always trying to correct somebody. Always. I got five names popped up in my head when I said that. You probably had 5 pop up in your head at the same time. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. You got it? Somebody said, Lord, correct me. I'm going to have to get off of here. Somebody said, Lord, correct me. Somebody said, Lord, correct me. I'm okay with being corrected. Yeah, you can't correct what you condone. You condoning it. So I had to let Lady P know, listen, sweetie, listen, I know you birthed them. I get that. I know you carried them. I get that. But you got to walk in correction. And they have to be able to see that you walk in correction and not a spirit of offense. Every time somebody say to you, you offended. Cooper, if you need some players to get on the football team, go to the church. They got a bunch of them there. They can get on the offense team. I don't even know about football, but they probably can get on the offense team because they always stay in a spirit of offense. Everything when you try to say something to them. And the minute, okay, let me move on. All right. So what does pride do? What does pride do? All right. So the first thing pride do, I just said it, it rejects correction. Write that down. It rejects correction. It makes us think we don't need help, that we're above reproach. All right. It makes us think we don't need help, that we're above reproach. All right. Let me press on. What's the second thing pride does? Pride protects our image. So we want to make sure that we always look good in the presence of people. Want to make sure that my image looks good. The Bible says, beware when all men speak well of you. That's the Bible. But you want to make sure that you keep everything in its perspective, because you want to paint an image to the people. But the Bible said we was created in his image and in his likeness. So your image doesn't matter if they don't see the reflection of God in your life. Jesus, Jesus. Oh, God, calm down, fellas. Ooh. I said your image doesn't matter if they do not see the reflection of God in your life. So we paint this image. I don't want nobody. Listen, baby, I'm as transparent as they get. That's why I say our house ain't for everybody. And I ain't called to everybody, because, baby, I'm going to put the truth out there about myself. All right. And I hear you. I hear you. I don't want folks to know. They knew anyway. They knew before you said it. They knew when they came. They already knew. They saying stuff about you that you don't even know they saying, because they think they know, or they do know. So what you see is genuinely, and I'm not talking about I'm talking about what you see is genuinely what you get. You ain't gonna see one thing no, because I'm not trying to paint an image for people. Even in the marketplace, I don't know why I keep talking to the marketplace. I do know why, because God is calling some of you this year into a higher position, but you can't take your image into the position. Okay? Your pride of not being corrected won't allow you. And so you job hopping. Oh, God, Jesus, that was bad. I'm sorry. That was real messy. I'm real messy. I'm sorry. That was real messy. That's because you can't take correction. Everybody is after you. Nobody want to see you succeed. You got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Here's a word that I use in the marketplace. Write it down. Never take no from a person who ain't qualified to say yes. You need to jot that down. Never take no from a person who ain't qualified to say yes. I live that motto. And here's what I know. The yes is in the mouth of God. My word is yea and amen. Settle. So I'm not trying to paint an image or kiss up. No. I ain't trying to kiss up to go up. I didn't kiss up in the marketplace to get to where I'm at. No. I worked, and my image, I didn't mind being corrected. You mean to tell me something wrong with everybody where you work at? Everybody? And you just left another job? You the common denominator there. I don't know who I'm. Okay. But pride will make you think you ain't wrong. So I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to the person that got the problem with you. Okay. All right. Ooh, Jesus. Ooh, Jesus. Ooh, Jesus. It'll paint an image. All right. I gotta stop, y'all. I gotta stop, and we're gonna finish it. It'll paint an image. It'll paint an image. All right. I want to do something tonight. I want to go watch some cartoons for a minute. Y'all gonna join me in just a minute. You're gonna understand why. We're gonna watch a little bit of cartoons so I can get out here. It protects his own image. All right. And we'll change ourselves to fit in. Keep going, Bishop. All right. And then here's the third thing that pride does. Pride rewrites reality. What is that? We justify wrong behavior and refuse to fix our face. No, I mean, we refuse to face the truth about ourselves. So pride rewrites the reality. They told me what I see is what it is, that my perception becomes my reality. All right. And so we justify wrong behavior. All right. And I think I said something like this early on one of our early manners, that we justify what we don't want to confront, all right, or we justify what we want to condone. So we rewrite the reality and refuse to face our own wrong. Lord, help us tonight. Help us. Help us. I think the body of Christ would be in a better position if we all faced our wrong and not trying to blackwash somebody else, to whitewash ourselves. We all, every one of us, was born in sin and shapen in iniquity. Every one of us. And the Bible said, that there is none perfect. And I hear somebody saying, the Bible, I'm perfect. No, you ain't perfect. Ain't one perfect but the Father. You are walking in perfection. So every day you strive, because when you get to the place that you think you perfect, then that's a spirit of pride. All right, can I keep going? Proverbs 16 and 18 said, pride goes before destruction. So ain't nobody destroying your life. You're destroying your own life because you won't evict pride out your life. So let's run through it again. Pride rejects correction. Pride, it protects its image. Want to be seen. Want to make sure I look good in the eyes of people, but I'm looking bad in the eyes of God. And then pride rewrites the reality. It don't want to deal with the wrong. Proverbs 6 and 18 said, pride goes before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall. You on your way down, baby. Did you hear what I said? You on your way down. I said you on your way down, sweetheart. You going down. You going, everybody, no, it's your pride. This is self-reflection. This is me internalizing. If something keeps happening, I gotta be the common denominator. I got a few of my children on the call tonight, and I'm glad they on, because I can testify. With all of my children, I'm the common denominator. And if all of them is feeling the same, I probably need to self-reflect and not be arrogant and say, well, I'm the parent. You don't do what I do. You just do what I say do. Oh. Self-reflection says all my children feel the same. So I need to self-reflect on myself and not think that I'm above correction. Oh, God. That's the problem. Even in your relationship with your children, that's the problem. I walk through it. And I remember one time God told me, hey, you hush and talk to me and let me talk to them. Okay, what was he saying to me? Because there's a language barrier. There's a language barrier. And you know what? I thank you, Holy Spirit. I feel it now. You know what the language barrier was? I was saying one thing, but they were seeing something else. Oh, and we couldn't get the language together. So the language was bringing problems in our communication. Am I helping somebody tonight? Am I helping somebody? Just because okay, all right, keep moving, Bishop. All right, you coming down. All right, you coming down. So we gotta cross the heights. He that exalt himself should be made abase, but he that humbles himself shall be exalted. I need 5 people to put, I'm about to be exalted, because I'm humbling myself tonight. I am ridding myself of the spirit of pride. Lord, correct me. Lord, it's not about my image. It's about your image. Lord, please help me not to rewrite the reality. I want to correct the behavior. All right. I ain't just talking. I got some evidence. All right. I got some evidence. All right. Here's point number 2. Here's point number 2. Now we got to rid ourselves of the pride. Somebody say, pride, you are being evicted tonight. Like I am evicting you. And every place I see pride, Sean, every place I see pride, I'm going to deal with it right there. Every place I feel pride, I'm going to deal with it right there. God has created a space for every one of us. Every one of us. Don't you say that, Bishop. I tell the media team, I got to be careful. Like God has created a space for every one of us. I don't have to be jealous of nobody. I don't have to compete with nobody, because God has created a space for every one of us. And when I understand that, it's not about my image. I'm not trying to make a name for myself. Come here. Let's go to Genesis 12. Let's go in there. And the Bible said that there was nothing that they could not imagine to do, because They was of one mind, even doing the wrong thing. Ooh. So he came down and said, if I'm going to stop them from doing, they was building the tower to reach. They were trying to exalt themselves. You trying to exalt yourself in every space you in. Baby, I see you, and here's the truth. I'm really tired of looking at you, so I'm taking my glasses off because I can't see real good with my glasses off. I'm really tired of seeing you. Oh, my God, Jesus. Can you believe that? Oh, God is saying that he's really tired of seeing us. He don't see the reflection of himself in us at no point. And I'm not talking about, it's easy for me to say I'm saved when everything is going good. It's easy for me to walk like God when ain't nothing going wrong. But is that how I'm walking when I'm faced with the challenges of life and life is throwing something at me? And all of a sudden, I just got finished jumping. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Why are you in a cave? That's what happens. That's exactly what happened. We go and hide back into space. All right, I got to keep going. All right. I got to keep going. You need to ask God to give you an accountability partner. Lord, make me accountable to somebody. Like, I got to say this. I was in a bad place in my life. A bad place as a leader. I was in a bad place in my life, and I was really running from correction. I got to be honest. I was leading, but was running from correction. I had built up walls trying to protect and guard myself when all I was doing was harboring my sins behind the walls. Oh God, why am I going here tonight? Well, and all of a sudden, God sent somebody. I remember we was having a women's conference, and I'm gonna call the name out, and I speak life because she was a pivotal part of the turn in my life. And I remember Apostle Irene Bell, powerful woman of God. I remember at the time she came to the women's conference, she came for the women. I don't know why she's talking to me. She came for the women. I don't know why she's talking to me. She came for the women. But I remember her saying something to me. And I said, here's what I said, y'all. I'm just going to be honest. Here's what I said. When she leave, I ain't got to deal with her no more. Like, Godspeed. I'm good. Because you here for I invited you, and I don't have to invite you no more. That was my thought process. But God had another plan, because he knew that there were some areas in my life that need to be corrected. And he said, I got a vessel. I got a vessel of honor that I'm going to use to bring you in the check. Oh my God, Jesus. Oh my God. Oh my God. And I believe if she hadn't came, he said, I saw you polluted in your own blood. Oh my God. But he sent somebody that said, I've been here too. I've been here too. And it was hard. It was hard. Listen, she even corrected me one time to the point that she told me to sit down. I couldn't preach. And she had another one of the leaders in the house was doing the preaching. And so, okay. All right. Okay. All right, you missing all that. I don't think I'll be where I'm at if I could not have taken correction. I birthed the church, and you're going to tell me to sit down. I started it, and you're going to tell me to sit down. And that's what people don't know. They judge you based on what they see, but they don't know the correction that you took behind the scenes. And now you get to a point, Greg, where you don't have to be corrected by folks. You start correcting yourself, and God just starts sending confirmation. I don't know why. I can't even go. Okay. You start correcting yourself. Now, it's a prideful spirit when you can't be corrected. You can say whatever you want to say. All right? You can say whatever you want to say. I don't care what you say. Break the hype. All right? Crush the hype. You got to crush it and kill it. I saw 5 of y'all say correct me. All right? But the real reality, if I called you tonight and told you the Lord told me to tell you something, would you receive it? In the right spirit. I know you heard me, but I asked you, would you receive it in the right spirit? Or will you pick up the phone and tell somebody what I said to you? Oh, so you didn't receive it in the right spirit. Oh, okay. You prideful. Okay. All right. You prideful. You tell somebody, talk to somebody. You prideful. Lord, I need to. This is going to be too long tonight. I'm going to stop. All right. Because I want to. Somebody say, crush the heights. I'm gonna have to stop. Somebody say, crush the heights. I mean, like, Father, I need you to. That may be it. That may be that thing right there. And it's easy. It's easy. See, if you become too prideful, what you will start seeing, you'll have a narcissistic spirit. Okay. 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 All right. Your spirit become not you know anybody that's narcissistic? Boy, them they yeah. It's all about them. If something wrong, every time you say something about correcting them, they always in their feelings. Because it's always about them. They do not see the error of their own ways. And God said, you are not going to seize the promise that I have for you until, okay. Somebody just sent me some word. I'm going to follow it. All right. Until, yeah, I'm going to be obedient. Until you break the spirit of pride. Until you break the spirit of pride. All right. Until you break the spirit of pride. I'm going to be obedient tonight. I'm going to pause right here. Because I think that's where God is saying, leave it tonight. There's more to this. Oh, lots more. And but I believe we'll finish it next week and we'll go to the height. You remember I said I wanted to start in a different space tonight. Yeah, I believe I want to end in the same space by the leading of the Holy Spirit and by the confirmation. Out of the mouth of two or three, every word is established. He wants us to break that spirit. Let's yeah. I want you to pause for a moment and I want you to kind of self-reflect. Like where have you saw yourself? Where have you saw yourself not be able to take correction? Where's that sensitive Where's that sensitive spot in your life? Oh, Shabbat. Where's that place that hasn't been healed yet? Oh God, go God. Where's that place that hasn't been healed yet? And so because pride is there, you won't let nobody correct it. All right. You think everybody is you think everybody is after you. Yeah, let's stop right there. You think everybody is. I'm gonna be obedient. I am not finished, but I'm done. I'm done. I need you to take a moment. Like, where's it that I need to crush the spirit of pride? And I don't need you to see nobody else. Like it'll ease up on you and you won't even know it's there. You won't even see nothing wrong. You will sit in the presence of God and look at everybody else and see all the wrong that's happening around you, but won't see the wrong that's happening inside of you. That's pride. How can you pray for me when you're walking in the spirit of pride? How do you expect God to answer your prayers unless you're praying a prayer of repentance about the spirit of pride? Where have I made my image greater than the image of God? Listen, I want to make sure I look good. I want to make sure when people see me, they say, oh. No, when you see me, I want you to see God. I want you to see God because I want you to remember what you saw, but I want you to pay attention to what you see. Yeah, Shabbat. Oh yeah. What you saw was error. What you saw was my sins. What you saw was my failure. What you saw was my mistakes. What you saw is what I was wallowing in, becoming comfortable in. But what you see is now the image of God. So when you see the house or when you see the positions and no, baby, I ain't taking no credit for that. If it had not been, come on, y'all, come on. I can't trust you with no more because the spirit of pride said, I can't afford to put this in your hand. because you're going to self-exalt yourself. You're going to self-exalt yourself. I told you're going to lift yourself up and say, look at all that I'm doing, and ain't nobody saying nothing about me. Pride. And then you let the devils get in your ear. You let those little imps get in your ear, and they start talking to you. It look like he overlooking you, like you been here and ain't nobody paying you no attention. And that's why you still where you are right now. We breaking it. We crushing it. Come on. We crushing it. Come on. We crushing it. It'll ease up on you. And if you ain't very careful, you'll start having conversations out of your mouth and won't even realize that pride is talking. Come on, let's break it. Let's break it. Let's break it. Let's break it. Yes, that's it. That's it, Greg. Less of me, more him. Less of me, more him. Less of me, more him. That goes with God telling us this year, I'm gonna do more with less. I'm gonna do more with less. Less of me, more of him. He gonna give me the 30, the 60, and the 100-fold. Okay, 5 people jumped off. This ain't a moment for them. Give me the height. That's the problem. I'm trying to crush your height. Yeah, I'm trying to crush your height. Come on, I'm finna pray and we going. I'm trying to crush your height. I'm trying to break that spirit. I'm not trying to rewrite the realities. I ain't trying to justify my wrong. This place I'm taking you to, yeah, I love it. Less of me, more him. That's it. I got it. This place that God is taking you to, is better than where you been. Okay, you gotta crush it. You gotta crush it. You gotta crush it. You gotta crush it. Come on, I'm finna go, but I need you to crush it. I need you to crush it. I need you to crush it, because I'm taking you somewhere. And where I'm taking you is better than where you've been. And you're going to see my hand moving in areas of your life that you would have never imagined. You're going to see God manifesting things through your life that you would have never imagined. I would have never imagined in 100 years that God would allow me to be in some spaces that I've been in. I would have never imagined. Because pride had me feeling I was okay. Pride wouldn't let me accept correction. We break it tonight. Yep, that's right, Sean. We crush it tonight. I'm crushing it. Like, rid me of this. Be careful of the chatter. Be careful of the sidebar conversations. When you rid yourself of pride, you see everybody the way God sees them. Come on. Come on. Come on. Somebody say, break me, Lord. Break me. Break me. Break me. I hear you, Lord. I hear you. It's the third spirit. I don't know why I'm hearing this. I don't know why I'm hearing this. It's the third spirit in the 7 nations. Could it be? Could it be that God said, because I've dealt with fear and I've conquered isolation and I've gotten to the place of pride, the rest of the spirits won't be a problem. We break it. Correct me, Lord. Not just in words. Like, we got leaders that don't know how to don't know. It's because people are always walking in the spirit of offense and in their feelings about everything. And you can't even correct them. And so the body of Christ is at a standstill because pride is just, you see what I'm doing? Father, we break it tonight. We break it. I'm going, y'all. We break it tonight. Your relationship would be better if they didn't smell pride when you walked in the house. Break it. God said, if you break it, I'll give you a breakthrough. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. What you've been trying to build, except the Lord build the house. If you break it, I'll give you a breakthrough. Yeah. 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 Come on. It's going to be a good week. Oh, Lord, it's going to be a good week. It's going to be a good week. It's going to be a good week, because we will not yield our members to be instruments of the spirit of pride. We confront it and we destroy it. We destroy it. The promise was already spoken, but something was occupied. We break it. Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. All right. Yeah, I decrease so he can increase. I told you this space ain't for everybody, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay. But the 38 that's on here tonight, 38 is, God said, you don't need a key. You just need authority to evict what's occupying your space. Oh, and I've already given you the key. You don't need another key. You just need authority to evict. So we evict pride. It got to go. It gotta go. I will not exalt myself above his throne. I will not make my name greater than his name. It is not about me. It is all about him. God, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for trusting me. When I couldn't trust myself, you trusted me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I got 1 minute. Can we press in for this last minute? Like, can we press in? Like, I got 1 minute, and I need you to press in. If I was you, I would have cleared everybody out. I would have cleared everybody out of the room. Everybody would have had to got cleared out of the room. Everybody would have had to go out of the room. I need you out of this space, because I need to deal with this spirit tonight. Tonight. You got me looking at side-eyed at folks. You got me whispering when they walk in the room. You got me bad-mouthing folks, but then trying to pray to God for me. Break it. Got to rid your heart of it. God said, I'm not concerned about what others see. I'm concerned about what I see. Break it. Father, we destroy it tonight by the root. We destroy it by the root. We curse it like you cursed the fig tree, that it will not produce. We speak tonight that fear will and pride will no longer produce in our lives. We curse it at the root. At the root. At the root. At the root. God, don't make me say that. At the root. We curse it tonight. At the root. You spending more money than you got to trying to impress people that you don't like. Curse it at the root. Baby, I don't care how you see me. I curse it at the root. I'm not spending to impress nobody. And I'm struggling in an area because I'm trying to paint an image, because I won't be honest with myself about myself. We curse it tonight. We curse it tonight. We curse it tonight. I see you, Sierra, right where you are. I mean, right where you are, your hands are lifted, and you say, God, I got to rid myself. If there's a call on your life, I got to rid myself of it. I got to rid. It's going to abandon every promise God put in my hand. I can have it, but I won't hold it. Oh, God, I'm finna go, y'all. I can have it, but I won't hold it. It'll slip right through. It'll slip right through. No. This, what I get in this season, I'm going to hold it. And while I'm holding it, I'm praying that God will bless it and multiply it so I can distribute it. So I can be a distributor of his blessings. Thank you. We thank you tonight. At the root. You don't deal with the root of it. You'll think you cut it down. And in just a little while, it'll pop up. We curse it tonight. We curse it. I'm gone, y'all. We leaving in the presence of God. Like, I want you to take a few moments and just bathe and soak in. Like, God, what is it? Thank you for showing this to me tonight. Thank you for showing this to me tonight. I'm sorry we couldn't, and then I don't apologize. I don't even know why I was finna go there. I don't apologize. I'll pick up next week. So make sure you meet me here so we can finish this. And I think we're gonna be ready to roll because we're dealing with the spirit that had put a stop to everything. We thank you. To next Monday night, as I say, you want to be a blessing to me, here's what I need you to do. Tag somebody that you know that need this. Tag somebody that you know that need. Now, I ask you to do, I want you to share it and tag somebody. Like, don't, hear that spirit of pride. I don't want nobody to know that I was on his live. Well, don't come on it. And if somebody, okay, I'm going to say it because I don't. Yeah. Don't join it. If you don't want them, yeah. If somebody's being Lord over you and telling you where you can and can't, that's pride too. Now, I understand. I get that. You can't eat from everybody's table. But you go to everybody's restaurant. And you don't have a clue who in the kitchen. You don't have a clue. Okay? All right. God bless you. The next Monday night, I pray this word has been a blessing to you. Share it with somebody. See you next Monday.
Me to be doing something just because everybody else is doing it. And God is not there. Remember, we talked about the first pattern. He said that you got to follow the ark of God. You got to follow the presence of God. And I don't want you to get so close to God's presence that you can tell God what he's doing.